Hello and welcome to Fiction Express. I'm going to show you how to use the platform. Here we are at the Fiction Express website at the top here, which your teacher will give you. Then we go to login. Okay, your teacher's going to give you a username and a password for you to get into your account. You do not need to add your email address or register a new account because your student account is connected to your teacher's account. Okay, so here you only need to put in not your email, but your username and your password that's been given to you by your teacher. This is normally your first name and your second name, and then it's always a 4-digit password, okay, 4 numbers. Okay, and then now we're into our account. So here we've got the dashboard, which is our main area where we can see the links to all of the things that we can do. Fiction Express create live books, so we call them live books because they're written in the moment, okay? They're written with you, the readers, together with the authors. So you decide what happens in the story, and then the author writes the next chapter. Okay, we release chapters every week for 5 weeks, so every book has 5 chapters. So books are released on a Friday morning. Chapters are released on a Friday morning, and then you have until Tuesday afternoon to vote for what you want to happen next. And in this part here, the countdown clock, you'll always see how long you've got left. At the moment, it tells us how long we've got left until the next chapters are released. But when the chapters are released, it will tell us how long we've got left until the voting closes. Okay, so you can always keep an eye on the countdown clock here. Okay, in these live books that we've got at the moment, we're currently on chapter 4, so we're getting towards the end of these books. But that's fine. I'm going to follow this link here. You can either click on directly on the book that you want. Your teacher will tell you which level you're going to read. Okay, there's always 3 levels, but here you've got the links to them. I'm going to just go to all of them here so we can see the page with all of the books, all of the live books. Okay, I've already read this one, the level 2 one, so I'm going to show you the level 1 book. I'm going to go to the previous chapters. Okay, so you have the option to read and to look at the glossary. In the previous chapters here, so you can see here that we've got 4 chapters have been written of this book, so we're waiting for the last one. I'm going to click on the chapter 3. I'm going to show you how we read that. So if we click on read, so with the level 1 books, you have an option to read the lighter version. So this is a simple version of the book if you need that. Your teacher will tell you which level you should be reading, okay? And then this is how the book looks. So this is the online reader. At the top here, we've got the different settings. We can change the colour of the text, so this is to make it more comfortable for you to read, especially when you're reading on the screen. It can make it a bit easier if you change the colour. So you can decide which one you like the best and which one is easiest for you to read with. Okay, for me, I'm going to put it back to this one. Okay, we can also change the size and we can change the layout. So everyone can change this to how they prefer it, and then it will stay that way. And then you can see in the chapter that there's some words which are underlined. So these are our glossary words. These are words that have the definition or the meaning there. Okay, so if there's a word that you don't know what it means, or maybe there's a phrase that you don't know what it means, then you can click on the word if it's underlined and you can have an explanation there. Okay, so we're going to go through to towards the chapter. I'm reading very quickly, but when you read it, you'll read it properly, of course. And then when we get to the end, there's always a cliffhanger of a decision to be made. So the author will, if we click on the vote button, the author will give us 3 options, okay, of what's going to happen next. In this case, this chapter has already been decided and the next chapter has been written, okay, but we can, because it's already been done, we can see the options and we can think about which one we would like, okay, but we need to just guess which one has won. I'm going to click on this one, and it was that one. So here I can see which of the options won, and then I can go straight to read the next chapter if I want to. Okay, so the author will give us a question, and then there's 3 options, so you need to decide what you want to happen next in the story. So this will happen, so the chapter is released on the Friday and you've got until Tuesday afternoon to place your vote, and then you have to wait until the next Friday to find out which of the voting options won, okay, because the author's going to write the next one and then it will be released. So from here, we're going to go to, we've got different options here that you can see, but we're going to go to the quiz. So the quiz are 10 questions asking you about things that happened in the chapter, okay? So it's just to check that you understood what happened in the chapter, and that it's not an exam or a test, it's just to check that you have understood the chapter, okay? You can see here that I can only go to the next question when I've answered one, and I can't go back, okay? So you need to think carefully about each question when you answer them. Here, if you get to a question and we can't quite remember, then we can always use the Read Again tab, and we can open up the chapter in a separate tab so we can check things, okay? So we can go to the part that we need to find the answer, and we can find it, okay? So we go through the questions, and when we get to the end, again, I'm just going through these quickly, but when you do it, you'll take care and you'll read them properly. When we get to the end, we'll find out the result that we've got. Oh, I got 3 out of 10, so that's terrible. So I'm sure you'll do much better than that. Okay, so here we can see the answers that we got right and the ones that we got wrong. And these results will go to our teacher as well, okay? So the teacher will know how well you were doing. So take care with the quiz and think about the questions. But all of the questions are things that have happened in the chapter, okay? Right, so from there, we can go to the book forum. So the book forum is a really exciting part of Fiction Express. Okay, it's an area where you can talk to the authors while they're writing the book. So you can give them ideas, you can tell them what you think about it. Okay, we've just got a couple of rules. The comments that you make have to be about the book or the chapter or about the author's question. Okay, so the author will always leave a question here at the top, so you can answer that. Okay, but if you start making comments about other things, then that's not allowed. Okay, don't be rude on the forum. Always be respectful, even if you don't like the book. Then that's okay, but always be respectful to the author and to the other readers. Okay. You'll see at the beginning there's a video by the author, so that kind of introduces it to us. But you can see here that the author responds to the questions, they ask you questions, okay? And these are comments from all of the other authors around. Okay, don't give out any personal information, okay, on the book forum. You just need to, when you sign up for the first time, you'll have an alias name, which you can choose yourself. And that's to keep your identity a secret, okay? So, and then the final thing is to not use any rude words or inappropriate behaviour, okay? Anything like that will be removed from the forum, and we'll tell your teacher about it. So the teacher reads everything that you write on here. So make sure you leave good comments, and if you leave good comments, then you might get a certificate as well, okay? So think about the comments that you want to leave, and if you make a good contribution to the forum, if you leave good ideas, then sometimes that will go into the next chapter, which is really exciting, okay? So the forum is a really fun part of it. It's really worth thinking about your comment, leaving a good comment for the forum. Here you can also like the chapter, so if you want to say that you like it, you can just click that, and that we can see how many likes we've got for this, which is brilliant. But you can leave your comments, and the teacher will be able to will know what comments you've done as well, okay? So you've got the rules here, and like I say, always be respectful to the author and to the other readers. Okay, I'm going to go back to the dashboard here. So the main thing that we've done here with the reading and the voting, like I said, here you've got the countdown for when the vote is there and when the voting closes and when the chapters are going to come out. And here we've got my progress. Okay, so this is, you can keep a track on what you've been reading and what you still need to do. Okay, so for example here, I've already read the chapters for the Ghostwriter for the level 2 book. I didn't do any of the voting in time, which is a shame, so that's not coloured in, and that's not an option anymore because that's closed. But here, when you've managed to do a vote on time, so that means doing the vote between Friday and Tuesday, then that badge will be coloured in. Okay, and we can also see the quizzes that we've done and if we've made comments on the forum. Okay, so here we can see if we've got any chapters. So here, for example, an older book that I started to read but I haven't finished. So if I want to go back and read it, then I can just click on that and I can start reading it again and it will give me the link. Okay. If I want to go to the quiz, it will tell me that I have to read the chapter first. So you always have to read the chapter before going to the quiz. Okay. And the book forum is only open with books that are live. So those are the ones that are being written at that time. If the book's already completed, then there's no option of the forum. Okay. So here you can check, the more you read, the more books that you're going to see in your list, and all of this is what your teacher sees as well. Okay, so they'll be able to see how well you're doing and how many books you're reading. So if you read as many as possible, then they'll be able to see how many you're doing. Okay, and our menu on the left here, we've got the dashboard, which I've just gone back to. The dashboard always gives us the links to the most recent things, so the most recent chapters that are available. It will tell us the next books that are coming up. When these ones finished, we'll see the next ones that are available, and it will tell us what we've still got left to do. Okay. On the left here, I'm going to show you just another part. So we've got the latest chapters, which we've already looked at, and we've got the progress, which we've looked at, but I'm going to go to the books tab. Okay, so this has all of our library books. So at the top, we've got our live books, but if we go down, we've got a whole big library of over 120 books, which are books that have already been written and finished. Okay, so we can order these. We can, if we've been reading an author that we really like and we want to find more books by them, then we can go to authors and we can see all of the Fiction Express authors. Okay, so I might go to David McPhail. I want to see all of the books by him, and I'm going to look at these. So we can look by authors, we can look by levels. If we know that we want to read a level 2 book, we can look at all the level 2 books. And all of these are available. Okay, so you can go and see which ones you like the look of, or see which ones have got the authors that are your favourite. If we go to the part of tags, then here we can see the different themes that are in the book, different subjects. Okay, so if we want to find a book about the environment, we can click on that and we can see all of these books which are about the environment. Okay, so you've got this whole library available to you, so you can read these books. And all of these books, if I just click on one, you can see they've got the 5 chapters finished. So these books have already been finished and created, so you can't do the actual voting that counts. You can do the pretend vote, and you can do the quiz for each of them. Okay, but the voting and the forum is only with the live books. So take part in the live books and read the library books, because they're both really fun. The forum is lots of fun, so leave your comments and leave your ideas, and maybe the author will put them in the next chapter. Okay, so I think that's everything. Enjoy Fiction Express, happy reading, and that's all. Bye bye.